Practical tips for after a breakup. Hey, I'm Brenda, and I thank you so much for your questions that you pour in because I'm happy to answer them. So whoever asked this question, this is for what it's worth. This is my take on what to do after a breakup. Now, first of all, let's assume that there's absolutely no chance of reconciliation. So I'm talking, you're broken up, and now it's time to move forward. Okay, let's first mention what not to do. In order to know what to do, sometimes you have to go back and say, okay, this is what not to do. I highly recommend, no matter what's going on inside, in your head, your mind, you know, we're human, we have emotions, and sometimes we can lash out in our pain, in our hurting. So that is what's not to do. You are not going to react. You're not gonna like text or email or message in any negative way. This is so important, girl. And guys, you gotta keep your integrity intact because that means more than anything. Because life goes on and relationships go on and you're going to find a new love one day. I promise you that. But what you want to do is not respond in a negative manner. So that being said, I also want to say that what you should be doing, number one, you are human, you may want to just have a little short cry. I'll give you that much. Okay, so you take a day and you get a box of ice cream or you go to the gym and whatever you do when you're a little bit sad. You know what? We're human. We have to kind of grieve that relationship. Okay, but that's it. 24 hours. That's it. No, it's time to move on. Right? You're not going back. You already established that. So have your little cry, your bag of chips and dip. That would be me. Whatever it is that you know makes you feel better. Assuming that it's just you and because you're not reacting. Okay, I'll give you that. That's step number one. Step number two. Okay, we already established you can have a little cry. So I would say you're going to cry with purpose. Okay? You're going to cry with purpose. So if you have faith, then you're going to cry out to your creator and you're going to say, okay, this is too heavy. This is too heavy. Heal my heart. Okay? Turn it into a prayer and you know, cry with purpose. All right? That's number two. Number three is you are going to have a session of forgiveness. Okay? Now, forgiveness is not about going to that other person and saying, I forgive you. No. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is forgiveness is something that's inside. And when we harbor unforgiveness, it's kind of like poison just brewing up and it only kills ourselves. So when I say you need to forgive, first of all, whatever the other person has done or not done, you know, sometimes we have expectations, unmet expectations, and that hurts us. So in the case of breakup, you do need to forgive that other person. And even if you don't think there's anything to forgive, I say do it anyway. You know, if I think my windows are clean and, you know, but there's spots on them that I don't see, I'm gonna clean my windows anyway. Right? So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So you're going to forgive that other person. All right? It's simple as I forgive ABC because I felt XYZ and I choose to release it. I am no longer harboring and hanging on to that hurt. That's all forgiveness is. Okay, so you forgive the other person. Now it's time to forgive yourself. Because let's face it, in every relationship, it takes two. So there's the other person, but then there's you. So you have to forgive both parties. Forgiveness is releasing it. Okay? We learned that. All right. Step number 4. Delete. Yep. Delete. You are going to make a conscious decision to forget the past. Ancient scripture says forget the past and keep your eyes on the prize going forward. Well, you can't hang on to the past, or you can't go forward by hanging on to the past, right? So you have to purge the past, get rid of it. So yeah, every contact, every email, every social media tie, all of it, texting, block, whatever you need to do. It's not mean. No, I'm not mean. And you're not gonna be mean. You're going to delete it because you are moving forward. You're having a fresh start. So do yourself a favor and purge the past. All right, this is getting good. Okay, the 5th tip that I have for you for a breakup, what to do after a breakup, is pull out your pen, pull out your paper, and start setting new goals, okay? So it's a fresh start, and you need goals always. And I'm talking about every single area of your life. You need goals, because goals is what pulls you into the future. You've already determined you're not going back, you're purging the past, and it has to be the pull of the future, not the pull of the past. So it's a decision. You need to make that decision today. And that's how you deal with a breakup. So thank you for your questions. I want to encourage you, all of you out there watching it, if you have something in your mind, a little question, a little something that you want clarification, if you're thinking it, trust me, so are others. So send in your question and I'd be more than happy to answer it. Okay. So don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that bell, like, share, and comment so you can hear more from me.